Jessica here with Misfit Fitness, coming from my lovely bedroom today because it is the quietest spot in the house that I have away from the dogs, and there's semi-decent lighting. At least I hope it's coming across that way in here. All right, so today I want to talk a little bit about the struggle that can be starting a new program that is getting you in line and on track with healthy habits. So anytime in the beginning when you're starting a new program, it's exciting. A lot of times, if it includes a new meal plan and exercise and activities outside of the gym, you're going to notice a significant either decrease in your weight or increase in the way you feel within that first week or so. And that's exciting. But what happens when you've been on the journey a little bit longer and your progress stalls? Or worse, you see the number on the scale go up. That's kind of what I want to talk about today, as most of you are coming into week 4 of our Little Black Dress Challenge journey. And I am coming out of week 4 into week 5 of my own journey with this challenge. So with that, I myself struggled in week 4. With the challenge that we're doing in our gym, week 4 is you're getting past that halfway hump of the actual 6 weeks of the challenge, and in it comes new and exciting things for us. So that is going to include 2 flex meals and a little more flexibility in the things that you're choosing. I did my 2 flex meals. I did them back to back. I did my dinner flex meal on Friday, and then I did my brunch flex meal on Saturday. And let me just tell you, ladies, I really enjoyed the options that I chose. I didn't feel guilty about choosing them, but the way they left me feeling afterwards was definitely an indication that I may have overdone it. If that's you, if you get to that point this week, I don't want you to fret about it, but I'm going to tell you just some raw and real things that happened to me when I did this. So that next day after my second flex for my brunch, extremely bloated right away. Felt overly full, miserable, the way that we would do when we have a large meal in general that just kind of leaves us feeling blah. I did a big no-no the next day. I felt bloated and I stepped on the scale, which I knew I shouldn't have done. And all the progress that I had made, a good portion of it showed on the scale that it went away. I was up 5 pounds in the course of a couple of days and just felt really cruddy about that, even though I know as a fitness professional, like, I'm holding water weight. I just had a couple of really good meals that my body wasn't used to after eating so clean for so long. So I knew this in my head, but the guilt trips can definitely still come either way. I don't want you ladies making the same mistake that I did with that. So coming into week 4, you get these 2 flex meals because we're trying to teach you guys about balance. We're trying to teach you ladies ways that, you know what, you can incorporate these things when you're going out for social events and still get your good nutrition in the majority of the time and keep a balanced lifestyle that's going to leave you feeling satisfied, fulfilled, energized, all the good feels that we want to feel that can come from our nutrition habits. So one thing, I came across an email from a YouTuber and I thought it was perfect. Like, I mean, it was perfect as far as what we are going on right now. So I'm going to read to you guys a little snippet from that here in a second that kind of correlates with this. And hopefully it'll kind of give you a little inspiration coming into this part of your week 4 to not do the things that I did coming out of your week 4. Okay, so let me get it. Here it is. Okay, so this is what she said. So here's the truth about getting back on track. Your body is smart. Our bodies are smart, ladies. Ever notice after a big meal, you feel less hungry? Fully. Your body's hunger and fullness cues don't just reset when the clock strikes at midnight. If you eat more the night before or even in the days before, chances are you're not going to feel as hungry. And as a result, won't eat as much in the days following. Your body is not the enemy. I loved that piece of it because that's exactly what happened to me after those 2 days of flex meals. At one point of it, I wasn't hungry. I ate my second flex meal for lunch and I didn't eat for the rest of the day because I just felt full and I wasn't going to force myself to eat anything else that day and make myself even fuller. So that's kind of where that block of intuitive eating comes into play, listening to our bodies. If we have a meal that is high full of calories and carbohydrates and proteins and good fats or bad fats, whatever, we're going to feel more full. And one thing I want you ladies to do is listen to your body. I know we strive when we go on these challenges on making sure that you guys are getting all the nutrients in that your bodies need, because when these meal plans are placed out, essentially it's a drastic change in the way that you have been eating, and you're probably going to be in a caloric deficit from where you were coming before. So with that being said, when you have these flex meals and these indulgences, you're going from being in a lot lower caloric deficit into these flex meals where you're probably eating a lot higher calorie meals if you're going out to a restaurant, the things that they put in the foods. So you're jumping up your calories significantly, and your body realizes that. So when that happens, if you the next day come into this and you're like, whew, man, I'm still feeling stuffed, get your hydration in, get your water in, but don't feel like you have to keep stuffing yourself. Give your body time to rest and reset from everything that just happened with that flex meal. And then come back into your meal plan the next day after you've kind of had your digestion get back on track and everything. And then jump back into your plan the next day. After doing so, because I did listen to my body that day. I was so full, and I wasn't going to put anything else in my body because I wasn't going to make myself more miserable. So in doing so, today was a week, I'm into my 5th week. I always try to do my weigh-ins, my weekly weigh-ins, if I do them at like the true 7-day mark. So I weighed in today, and that 5 pounds that it said on the scale that was up was back down to the weight I was at before it. And I could tell, I could feel it in my stomach. I could feel the bloat have gone away. And I was just feeling better overall. So one thing I want y'all to do coming into this end of week 4, coming into week 5, is kind of keep that focus in mind. Your body is going to tell you what it needs. If you are full, if you truly are full after your flex meals, don't feel like you've got to get everything in and stuff yourself and make yourself completely miserable. Try to start listening to those hunger cues. Where did it go? I made some notes on here, so I'm just kind of referencing those real quick, guys. Yeah, the other thing, the guilt. Let the guilt go. Like, we put these flex meals into these challenges because realistically, you're going to eat out. You're going to have meals and indulgences that are just something you desire and want to do, and that's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. But the whole premise behind these challenges and these nutrition plans is to educate you on how the good food that you are putting in your body energizes you and makes you feel, and take note of that. And do the same when you have your flex meals. How are those meals making you feel afterwards? What are they doing for your energy? What are they doing for your workouts? And take note of that. That way, when you're moving into making your decisions post-challenge, you have a lot better idea of, okay, these are the foods that make me feel amazing. These foods are delicious and I enjoy them, but it's not something I want to continue to have in my diet on the day-to-day because it does nothing for my energy, for my sleep patterns. It does nothing for my workouts, etc. So go into the end of week 4 with that little note. If you ladies have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, comment below. That's what we're here for, is to support you guys in your journey, to help you build these healthy habits, to help you understand your body better and how it responds to different nutrients and foods, and to throw the guilt out the window in the process. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful, hope it was meaningful, and if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, to the team, to anybody with Misfit. We just want to see we just want to see you guys succeed. I will see you ladies in the next one. If you've got any topics on videos that you guys want to see me record, let me know. I'm going to try to start doing more of these kind of vlogs through the process, real life, day to day, what we struggle with, what we're successful with, things that have helped me, etc. So if you've got any topics you want to see, comment them down below or shoot them over to me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. One more thing that I forgot to mention that I definitely wanted to mention was the scale in general, okay? Like I told you guys, after those week 4 2 flex meals, that 5-pound weight gain went away into week 5, feeling so much better. Yes, but at the same time, again, we don't want you guys focusing so much on the scale. Make sure, if you haven't already, that you're taking your progress pictures, that you're measuring your body, because those are where you're going to see the changes, that you're taking note in certain pieces of clothing week after week on how it's fitting. A good way to do it would be to have like a staple pair of pants that you try on, and each time you try them on, you notice them fitting a little differently, a little better. Focus on those things, not so much the scale. I know I talked about the scale in this video, but that isn't where it's at. Because another thing, when I did my measurements after that drop in the scale again, I noticed that there was balancing out of my muscles. So one got bigger, one got smaller, but they were even in my biceps and in my legs. I might have noticed other places getting smaller with other places getting bigger, talking about losing fat mass and gaining muscle mass. So those things are important to take note of as well, and to celebrate the more scale victories. I know the non-scale victories, y'all already know, those are my bread and butter. Like, that is the thing that gets me the most excited on changing these habits and building healthier habits, is seeing the non-scale victories that come from it. But I know the scale victories are wins as well when you are trying to get to a healthier state and feel stronger and more energized. So just kind of keep that in mind. Don't let the scale be your main focus. It's gonna fluctuate. It's gonna go up and down. When you look in your app, if you're not familiar, we have a Misfit app where our ladies can track their progress, and it graphs it out for you. It's not linear. It is up and down all the time. So don't let that throw you for a loop. As long as you know you're doing the right things, you're listening to your body, you're feeling better, those are the things that matter. Okay, I'm gonna jump off my soapbox now. I just had to get that in here. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.